How's it going, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Luigi's Mansion. In the last episode, we recovered Mario's final missing item, and we learned about his disappearance from the mansion. We do know King Boo is responsible. And we also completed Area 3, defeating Boolossus in a very difficult boss fight. Today's episode, we are going to go ahead and explore the final area, area number 4. But before we do that, like in the last episode, I promised we are going to be doing some small tasks before we go ahead. And one of them is going to be some plant watering. And as we see there, we recovered an emerald. So, as I already mentioned a couple times before, when you water plants, you do get some money, some special items from them. So it's of course in your best interest to do that, because of course, look at that. There's going to be a lot of plants on the rooftop. So really, like, a majority of today's episode is just going to be watering plants. And there is... Okay, hold on. I know I can... Oh, yep, there we go. We're on the rooftop. I don't want it to go away. Alright. I don't think... Yeah, there's no Boo here. Because, of course, when we defeated Boolossus, all the Boos were over here. So that's why we shouldn't find any here, at least. Well, we shouldn't, at least. Okay, so that was a big fail. Okay, that one isn't a plant. There's still a few more, so this will take just a little bit of some time. Oh, wait, no, what am I doing? I need the emerald, not the heart. What am I doing? Because I really do need some money. After we completed Area 3, we really didn't recover too much funds, so this isn't going to really help our ranking too much. Is it really? I feel like it's just a heart. If I can actually... Well, I don't really need the heart, but I still wanted it. And there is one area I do want to take us to next after I finish watering all the plants here. I think there's only this one. Alright, there we go. Alright, but before I go ahead and do the cutscene for Area 4, there is going to be one thing that will happen that does prolong the game a little bit. I only say a little bit because it really doesn't. That's just part of the storyline. I will cut to the room that I need to head to, so I'll be back with you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, we have made it over back to the graveyard. And this plant, when you water it, of course I didn't, I believe I only showed it the very first time we went here to get Spooky the Ghost. When you water this after Area 3 and when you are about to enter Area 4, so before and after Area 3, you get this plant after you water it, continuous amount of times, and when it gets into this budding stage, you just continue to water it. Or, there we go. Once it fully sprouts into a flower, you get money! And of course, the gold diamond. Now this thing is expensive, or at least worth a lot of money. So of course, I don't remember the value of it off the top of my head, but it goes without saying, you definitely want to go ahead and grab it since it is worth a tremendous amount of money. That's going to help in terms of getting your ranking to the best possible one. In one of the very few ways you can actually get any item that's worth a ridiculous amount. I don't remember how much. It's probably in the realm of like 30 million gold, I believe. Don't quote me on that because I never looked at the chart to see how much everything costs. I'm just going based off memory. Alright, so now that we've done that, and it's, of course, go ahead and make sure you do that as well. Make sure you water the plant that's outside the graveyard, because, of course, you definitely want the most money you can. The best ranking is, of course, just what we always want in any game. We are going to go ahead and start making our way over back to the top of the rooftop, so we can go ahead and start Area 4. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and kind of do a small preview of what I mean by that. Is when we start going ahead into the last area, we are going to be introduced to a cutscene that's going to cause the mansion to kind of do a little bit of a throwback, if that makes sense. We're going to see a very nasty lightning storm that's going to affect the mansion in a way that we saw it at the very beginning, up until completing it where we are right now. Probably didn't make sense, but let's go ahead and let the cinematics do all the talking. So let's go ahead. There we go, but and all the lights go off, and Luigi was just scared. And then we get another phone call, or we get a phone.
Criminy, what a calamity! The electricity has gone out. That lightning strike just now must have caused a blackout. I can't see anything in this plastic darkness. The ghost will have the run of the place in the dark. Be careful, Luigi.
Alright, And as already Boo had mentioned, I mean not Boo, I call it Professor Egad Boo. As Professor Egad mentioned, a blackout has caused all the lights to go off, as the cinematic goes, meaning the whole entire mansion is back to pitch black darkness. So now we have to find a way to get all the lights back on from the rooms we already originally cleared. So meaning the hallways, all the rooms you cleared, anything that was previously lit is now pitch black dark again. So let's go ahead and make our way over to this available door down here, because at the current state right now, we can't exactly get the lights to get back. We hear the ring ring, the telephone room. Quite fitting for the name, actually. As we approach the ringing phones, hello? May I ask who is speaking, please? It's Luigi. It's Bowser. I mean, you could pick anyone. It doesn't really matter which one you pick. You could pick like the genuine or the, you know, the hilarious quote. Let's go ahead and pick Luigi. Luigi? Whew, it's me, Toad. I don't know what I would have done if a ghost had answered. Anyway, we have a terrible problem. The lightning caused a blackout all over the house. What should we do? We're really afraid of the dark. Is there a way you can turn the light back on? No, we don't know how to turn them on. We were hoping you know. Oh, me. But now I remember thinking about it, or now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large breaker switch somewhere in the basement. Alright, so Toad gave us an idea of how we can turn it on. Go ahead and answer this phone. Wait, no, that's not the phone that's ringing. It's the one on the side.
Hello?
Hello? Howdy. Hello.
Oh, sorry to surprise you, boy. It's me, Professor Egad. Sorry for disturbing you. I know I usually contact you by Game Boy Cord, but I thought I'd try this phone since you're in the room.
How did he know that? Whatever, doesn't matter.
You know that all ghosts avoid the light and hide in the dark. We knew that. But now listen now. There's only one ghost who fled from the gallery who hides in the darkest places. His name is Uncle Griffin. If he's on the loose, then now may be your only chance to get him. Why don't you try looking for him before you get those lights back on? Might be wise. He's old for a ghost, but it's only made him more cautious. I do know, though, that for some reason he tends to prefer rooms with mirrors. Uh-oh, the ghosts are starting to approach your position. Be careful, Luigi.
Alright, let's get... Really? I couldn't catch the pink puncher that quickly. Alright. Get out. Oh, money. Is there any speedy spirits? Oh, probably not. No, but money. I'll take that. If I can find the rest of the ghosts, though. Alright. I didn't even know a ghost was like right there. I didn't see that. I forget what this one's called, the Dasher Ghost, but this one's fast. Look at that. Dang, I didn't even expect that. Very quick though. I believe the reason we couldn't answer the third phone call is because if you do answer Bowser at first, he will go ahead. Toad is the one that answers it. If you lie, he will just hang up, and then when you answer it again, it'll actually be Toad that picks up the phone. Would have been nice. I didn't know we wouldn't have the second chance to say it. Where's the other ghost? Come on. I'm literally walking around everywhere to try to find this last ghost. Come on. It shouldn't be this hard to find him. Seriously, where do I have to go to find this last ghost? Oh, I forgot. It's already cleared. I'm so used to the lights turning back on. Okay. We can't go into that room yet. The reason is you have to get Uncle Grimly first. And of course, Egad did give us an idea of where we can find him. He said he likes to be in a room with a lot of mirrors. So if that doesn't ring a bell automatically, we can go back to, I believe it's I forget what the room is called. It's back in area, well, really before area 1. Really, there's no point in trying to capture these ghosts. Let's just run away, but, you know, let's just try to get rid of them. Capturing them doesn't really do anything for us, so let's just get out of here. Stupid bowler ghost. I don't think... I gotta get out of here. Ah, too late, ghost. Alright, so it takes us back to the main floor, and of course Toad is hiding because it's too dark. So that's just one way to get back to the floor easily, because we have to go up here. I forget what the room is called, but when you get to the entrance, go up to the second floor from the foyer room. Get past the parlor room. Just you ignore all the ghosts, because they really... Dang! Alright. Not here, not this room. Oh my god. Wait, is it this room? It is. Yeah, it's this room. Okay. So this is... What is this room? There it is. There's Uncle Grimly, the wardrobe room. So if we go ahead and examine him... Nobody will find me because I'm old, cranky, and by gum, people are afraid of me. Okay, no, that's not... I didn't mean to do it again. There you go. So we found Uncle Grimly. I believe... What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to... Alright, you just let him do his thing, and then you can now try to capture Uncle Grimly. Alright, come on. There we go, there we go! Perfect, perfect, yes! Oh, there we go. Captured Uncle Grimly pretty easily. So I guess the trick with him is you just have to make sure you're not paying attention to him when he's exposing his heart. And that was very easy. Our first gold in Area 4. That's a great start. So Uncle Grimly, the reason you do have to capture him, he's not an optional one. He is the one that holds the key to the basement, or the breaker room in the basement, which allows you to turn the lights back on. Oh my god. Oh my. Sheesh. Alright, sorry about that. Like, the amount of ghosts that appear. Like, look at that. I can't do anything. They just keep appearing. Okay, so let's just head back to the first floor, all the way back to the basement, because then once we turn the lights back on, everything will be peachy dory for us. Yeah, so a lot of the ghosts that were not here before are going to be roaming around now. So now we make our second appearance to the basement. I think the last time we did was like in the very first 2 episodes, although we couldn't really do much since this was the only room available. But now that we have access to it, again. Takes us back into the breaker room. I believe there was a Speedy Spirit here. If you missed him, I think you can get him back here, but I don't think you can anymore. Or at least, maybe not. I don't know. I really don't remember, to be honest. I don't think there's a mouse. I think our... Oh, nope, stupid mouse. Alright, let's just go ahead and turn back on the lights. Turn on the lights. Which turns back every light that we had cleared already in the mansion and gives us the next key. Which should take us... Alright, so right across from the basement. There is a boo here, so let's go ahead. And of course, now that we are in Area 4 and there's 10 more boos to collect, meaning there's still one more that we can't collect for reasons I'll say in a second. The last boo, all these boos are going to be very high HP. Like, look at that. Booby Hatch. Booby Hatch. Oh, I get it. Okay, so he went into the hallway. Luckily, we can go there, but... And as we saw, he had 200 health. So a lot of them, up until the last 10, will have like 200 up to 300. So catching them will require some patience if you're not good at this game like I am. So let's just get ready for a lot of backtracking, if that tends to be the case. Oh, Speedy Spirit! Speedy Spirit! I think he disappeared. Yeah, okay, now he disappeared. Yeah, that was not a great start. Oh my god. This game is gonna give me can't. Alright, there we go. So there's only 2 purple punchers, but I unfortunately couldn't get the Speedy Spirit. So that's like the 5th one we missed out of like the 5 we captured. There's only just a few more left. Alright, so that key takes us back to the third room above, in front of the telephone room. We still can't go ahead. Before I go ahead and try to get that booed. Oh, it's not here anymore. Okay. We'll ignore that part of the area for now since that's not something we'll concern ourselves for. But we will be going back to it quite shortly since we are approaching the end game. Might just be a few more episodes left, honestly. There's only, actually, since I always forget, you guys probably love me for forgetting these kinds of things. We did capture 2 ghosts along the way. So the jumbo ghost Boolossus, an unknown age. When the shy, timid boos get together, their body and their attitude get big. Well, that's pretty much, you know, expected. Let me do it again, and let's see what Uncle Grimly is about. So the Hermit of the Darkness, Uncle Grimly, 45 years old. Not that old. Adrift in the darkness, he tends to keep to himself, which suits the rest of the family just fine. Interesting. So now that we see that, there's only just a few more ghosts left. There's actually 5 more. Let's see how many we can get in today's episode. We already got Uncle Grimly. Just a few more left. If I can actually find them. Oh, yo, big hearts. Big hearts. If I can get the hearts. Where is it? Where's the boo? Oh. Okay, boo ball. Am I just missing something right now? Is it in the barrel? It's in the barrel, isn't it? Alright, I fair brewer pods. Oh my god! Oh. Of course. I didn't even know. Alright. Please don't go in the rooms to the left. Please don't go there. Oh my god! This game is... So it's gonna be a while before we can get that boo. I think the boo, what was it, booby hatch is in the break room now. Let's just go ahead and check and see. Where'd he go? This game is broken. Okay. I hate this game. I hate this game so much. Okay, so now that we lost 2 boos, of course, if you don't capture all the boos, that's fine. I believe you just need to capture 40 out of the 50 to complete the game. It's a little bit more lenient than in the European or the non-American versions where you had to catch 45. So at least we don't have to worry about that. I mean, we probably will still end up capturing those 2 later. It's just since they went into different rooms and one of them we can't access yet, the game will probably just tell us that we will have to get them another time. So that's okay. Let's just head back over to the 3rd floor and let's just explore the telephone room. The room above the telephone room, which, if my knowledge serves me correct, we're about to see portrait ghosts. Yes, portrait ghosts. That I consider to be one of the more difficult ones in the game. We did have our run-of-the-mill with a bunch of other portrait ghosts that were already pretty difficult on their own, but a lot of them were relatively easy. They're not exactly like the biggest challenge in the game. In fact, Area 4, I guess, is the reason why most people would consider them to have the most difficult portrait ghosts. But in my opinion, there's only really 1, maybe 2, and we'll get to that second one later, but we should be able to get to this one right now. This should be the next one. Because to my knowledge, I mean, I had difficulty with like the area ghosts. That was pretty much expected. Yeah, Bogmire was annoying. Chauncey wasn't that bad. Boolossus was a pain in the ass. Not the hardest, it was just the hardest for me because I can't play this game. But everyone else was, you know, not exactly difficult. We are going to get to one of the ones I consider to be a little bit difficult, and we'll go ahead and see in just a moment. And I believe other people do find these portrait ghosts to be difficult too, just because, not of how they attack, but because of the fact that it's plural, it's more than 1. But we'll see in just a moment. And here we are. This is going to be the Clockwork Room. Yeah, the Clockwork Room. And we see three ghosts. Examine the hearts. Squeak, squeak. I think they all say the same thing. Let me make sure. Hey, stop looking at me. And then the last one. The valve. The valve. Alright, so these are going to be the Clockwork Soldiers. They are pretty much unlike the regular portrait ghosts, which kind of resemble humans. I mean, they are humans to a certain degree, but since they are pretty much clockwork toys, they aren't exactly like what you would expect a human to... Okay, I can actually... I think I have to be on this side. Does this work? Okay. Okay, it does. that just took way too long. When you activate all the clockwork mechanics in here, I think it's just, no, it's just heart, they come to life. And you have to be careful. So the way to expose them is to suck them in, expose their wind-up cork, and try to capture them. And keep in mind, it's all three of them you have to be careful of. They will try to attack you. So just do your best to try to avoid them, and try to see if you can get them in one swoop. I believe the blue one is the leader, so that's the one you have to try to get in one swoop. And, alright, so we're probably going to be getting silver from here. Alright, there we go. So I believe if you mess up on the green and the red one, it's not a big deal. I don't think that affects the ranking, but the blue one does affect the ranking. So just keep that in mind. Oh, got him. Alright, come on, come on. And just because you capture the blue one doesn't mean the other two go away automatically. That's just the one that you have to keep in mind for seeing if you get the gold portrait at the end. You still have to capture all three. And what makes this more annoying is because since there are three of them and the other two can attack at the same time, their AI is a little better. You just have to be careful. This is a little bit more time consuming, and if you're not good at capturing ghosts, it can get a little frustrating. So just be careful. Just be patient, and hopefully you should be able to capture them. So we capture the green one. Do your best to get, there we go. Alright, perfect, come on. Oh, come on. Alright, so and they always respawn back at their spawn point. Alright. And then the last one. Wait, okay. And it's interesting since they really don't, oh, come on, okay. I'm probably still gonna get a silver ranking from this because of the blue one, but we'll see. Right. And there we go. Okay, so you don't get a key from this room. What you have to do is, if I can find the boo real quick, find it real quick. There we go. It's probably on this one, this table. Okay, so that wasn't the real one. It's probably over here then. No, I moved. Okay, great. These boos are really pissing me off today. And then the boo should be 300. 6 o'clock boos. Alright, where did it go? It head back into the hall. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if I can capture this boo in this episode, because I do want to wrap it up here, excuse me, because I do want to save exploration of the rooftop for last, but let me see if I can actually capture the boo in this episode. Why do they all go in rooms I can't access yet? This game is actually pissing me off. Okay. I guess it really doesn't matter though, so forget it. It's not a big deal. Okay, I was about to say. I think these are all Skull and whatever they're called again. Uncle Mr. Bones ghosts. Alright, so while I go ahead and just finish capturing these ghosts, I will go ahead and wrap it up in today's video. Oh, this does give you a chest. Okay. I don't think it's a key, though. I think it's money. Is it? Yes. Gold bar. There we go. Alright, guys. So, like I said before I got surprised by a gold treasure chest, I will be wrapping up in today's episode. So, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video, and did hope you enjoy. I'll worry about the next episode. Of course, we unlocked Area 4 today, and we captured 2 portrait ghosts, or really 4 if you want to be technical about it, being the Clockwork Soldiers and Uncle Grimly. So in the next episode, I do plan to continue on just trying to finish up as much as Area 4 as we can. There's still a couple more portrait ghosts to capture while I go ahead and pull up this, because, you know, I'm great at my timing, aren't I? The toy platooned Clockwork Soldiers of an unknown age. They once belonged to the tightly wound toy collector, but now they march on their own without any winding. Pretty much like how they did now. So, as I said in the next episode, we'll just go ahead and try to wrap up as much of Area 4 as we can, because we are nearing the end of the game, and hopefully I can capture some boos, because this has just not been my episode. But until next time, guys, this has been your boy Ron. I will see you back here when we go ahead and explore just a lot more Area 4, and see what more details we can uncover. I will see you guys then. Take care.